Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's about as fun as a root canal with a rusty spoon, US military aid to Israel. Now before you click away faster than a politician fleeing a tough question, I promise this is important. Since 1948, the US has provided Israel with over $160 billion in aid. That's more money than Mr. Beast could give away, even if he started throwing $100 bills from a blimp. But what are the implications of this support? Is it all sunshine, rainbows, and shared hummus platters, or is there something more complicated bubbling beneath the surface? Let's start with the elephant in the room, or rather, the enormous pile of money in the room. Over $160 billion in US aid to Israel since 1948. Now, I'm no math whiz, but that's a lot of dough. To put it in perspective, that's enough to buy every single person in Wyoming a lifetime supply of cowboy hats and still have enough left over for a decent-sized ranch. But here's the thing. While we're busy showering Israel with Benjamins, we've got crumbling infrastructure, underfunded schools, and people struggling to afford healthcare right here at home. It's like giving your friend a luxury car while your own transmission is sputtering and your check engine light is doing the Macarena. Every year the US sends Israel over $3.8 billion in military aid. That's enough to buy roughly 190,000 top-of-the-line drones, or, as I like to call it, a recipe for regional anxiety. This constant influx of weapons creates an arms race, with neighboring countries scrambling to keep up, further destabilizing an already volatile region. It's like trying to put out a grease fire with gasoline, well-intentioned perhaps, but ultimately disastrous. Since 1983, the US has used its veto power at the UN Security Council over 40 times to block resolutions critical of Israel. That's more vetoes than there are flavors of Ben & Jerry's, and just as likely to leave a bad taste in your mouth. This unwavering support, even in the face of international condemnation, undermines global diplomatic efforts and paints the US as biased and out of touch. It's like showing up to a potluck with a casserole that everyone hates, and then refusing to let anyone else bring dessert. Chapter 4. Settlements and Resentment, Fueling the Fire. The US continues to provide billions in aid to Israel despite its ongoing expansion of settlements in the West Bank, a move deemed illegal under international law. This support is like giving a kid who keeps stealing cookies from the cookie jar a bigger allowance. It sends a clear message: we'll look the other way while you violate international law and further alienate the Palestinians. Chapter 5, October 2023. 17.9 billion more to the fire. Just recently, since October 7, 2023, the US has pledged an additional $17.9 billion in aid to Israel. This influx of cash comes at a particularly fraught time, as the Gaza conflict continues to rage, resulting in devastating civilian casualties. It's like trying to extinguish a bonfire with a super soaker. You're not just failing to address the problem, you're actively making it worse. Chapter 6. A Trail of Displacement, the Human Cost of Conflict. US-backed Israeli military actions, particularly in Gaza, have resulted in the displacement of over 1 million Palestinians, exacerbating an already dire refugee crisis. These people have lost their homes, their livelihoods, and in many cases, their loved ones. It's a humanitarian catastrophe fueled in part by American tax dollars. Chapter 7. Made in America, Weapons and Human Rights Abuses. American weapons supplied to Israel have been linked to documented human rights abuses. This isn't just some abstract geopolitical debate. These are real people whose lives have been devastated by weapons funded by American taxpayers. It's a sobering reminder that our foreign policy decisions have very real and often tragic consequences. Chapter 8. Alienating Allies, the US-Israel Alliance and the Muslim World. The unwavering support for Israel, often at the expense of Palestinian lives and aspirations, has strained relations between the US and many Arab and Muslim majority nations. It's like trying to maintain a close friendship with two people who absolutely despise each other. Eventually, something's gotta give. This tension complicates American diplomacy in a region already grappling with numerous challenges. Chapter 9. The Gaza Blockade, a humanitarian crisis in slow motion. Since 2007, Israel has imposed a blockade on Gaza, severely restricting the flow of goods and people. The US, despite voicing occasional concerns, has largely supported this blockade, which has plunged Gaza into a humanitarian crisis. With 80% of Gazans reliant on aid, it's clear that this is not a sustainable solution. Chapter 10. The Iron Dome, a shield or an obstacle to peace. The Iron Dome, a missile defense system partly funded by the US, is often touted as a symbol of American support for Israel's security. However, critics argue that it creates a dangerous asymmetry of power, allowing Israel to act with impunity while Palestinians have little means of defense. It's like giving one kid in a snowball fight a bulletproof vest. Sure, they're safe, but it doesn't exactly encourage a peaceful resolution. It's clear that US military aid to Israel has far-reaching consequences both domestically and internationally. While the intention may be to support an ally, the reality is far more complex. As we continue to support our allies, it's crucial to consider the broader implications of our actions and to strive for a more balanced and just approach to foreign policy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis.